All right, coming out to the open, then camera 2. Stand by. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Track it. Mike and cue her.
Chivalry is dead. Well, it's certainly a phrase we've all heard many times throughout the years, but is it true? Well, some recent events across the country and even right here in Houston make it look like chivalry is not only dead, but buried and long forgotten. So how did things get so bad? Well, Steve Simon has a few ideas, and it's his topic in tonight's Simon Says.
Track it. This runs 2:11.
Well, it's been more than a week since that foul ball heard round the world. He actually
All right,
stepped
10
out.
seconds.
Yes, chivalry may be dead for
Stand by.
some. But guys, remember, you don't have to be a strong man to be brave, be courteous, or gallant. I'm Steve for Simon
Mike,
Says.
cue.
Good advice, Steve. Well, we all know he's not the only one with something to say. So
All right, we gotta
what's
read
on
over
your
now. It's camera
mind?
3.
Send your thoughts to feedback at 39online.com or call us at 713-435-2990. Leave a message. You know Steve's always looking for new ideas.
Track it.
Now for the news from around the nation. An Ohio man is killed mauled by a bear that he owned. Police say 24-year-old Brent Kandra died at the hospital early this morning. Kandra was attacked yesterday while feeding one of his 9 black bears. Now, Kandra's neighbor says he never seemed to be afraid of his exotic animals. He just loved them.
Track it.
It's pretty devastating to the neighborhood. Sam's pretty well known around here,
seconds.
very well liked.
Thought would happen.
And never thought, even though it's something that everybody always says, oh, aren't you afraid? But it's really something we never thought would happen.
Mike, cue.
Now, it's unclear why that bear became aggressive. Kandra may have had 20 wolves, 3 tigers, and a lion all on his property. Now to Arizona, where the month-long search for an escaped convict and his accomplice has come to an end. John McCluskey and Caslin Welch were arrested at a campground last night near New Mexico. And police say Welch helped McCluskey and 2 other inmates break out of prison last month. The pair was spotted by a Forest Service employee who noticed an unattended fire.
Track it.
He was out there doing his job. When he seen these 2 fugitives, that's when he tipped the sheriff's office that day. The 2 fugitives is out there at Galveston Park.
Mike, cue.
Both are suspected of killing an elderly couple whose burned bodies were found in a camper earlier this month. Millions of Americans will feel some relief very soon as new credit card regulations are put into effect. Those outrageous late fees, well, they're now history. Late fees are now limited to $25 and cannot exceed your minimum payment. Now, one of the biggest changes, you can only be charged 1 penalty fee each billing cycle, so they can't keep hitting you with a new late fee every day. Now, these, as well as numerous other changes, will start as early as Sunday.
She's up.
And it's tax-free weekend. Those tax breaks are really coming in handy for some parents this year. When you add up the cost of school supplies, new clothes, and backpacks, well, those costs can add up real fast. And with the economy slowly rebounding from recession, money is tight all over. So what can you expect if you're heading out shopping this weekend? 39 photojournalist Scott Goldsmith braved the crowds to find out.
Track it. All right, this is just an ad pack. This runs 112.
It's tax-free week and we're going shopping!
You know, every little bit helps right now.
Mike, cue her.
And with school back in session Monday, that means it's time for the Stars of Hope annual back-to-school pizza party. Staff members and volunteers handed out backpacks filled with school supplies and uniforms to about 100 school-aged children who currently live at the shelter. The idea is to make the first day of school as smooth as possible for these kids who are already dealing with so much. And before you head back to school, we have a roasting event for you. The temperature won't be the only thing sizzling this weekend. Central Market's hosting its annual Hatch Chili Festival. Our own Maggie has more on the hottest event of the summer.
Hot August temps mean chilly weather at Central Market. Maggie Fleckno, 39 News.
And as Maggie said, they'll be roasting the chilies all weekend long. Don't know what to do with those chilies? Well, Maggie posted a link to some great recipes on our website. Just go to 39online.com and click on the Go button.
She's up. Music.
Well, stop me if you've heard this one before. A new Facebook feature could be violating your privacy. And this goes way beyond just giving out too much personal information. Find out why the latest potential Facebook flaw could put your personal safety at risk. And a risk online you may want to avoid to one that could be a lot of fun. It's the ultimate dream team of online gamers, and it's coming up next.
Be the weatherman.
And we're up to the last weekend of summer vacation for most kids in the Houston area, and it's going to be a hot one. For Saturday and Sunday, partly cloudy to mostly sunny skies. Highs both days around 100, but it's going to feel a whole lot hotter than that. Your forecast is just ahead.
Right. Fade. That's 340 back. All right, cut out to the weather open, then the weatherman. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Track it.
Well, surprise, another hot day all across the Houston area today. For a lot of school kids in the Houston area, is going to be a hot one. Get out and enjoy it. Do some tax-free shopping in the malls. That's where it's going to be cool. Go see a movie or drink plenty of water if you're outside.
Yeah, good tips. And it's good. It won't be rainy, at least, for theirs.
That's right. They might have, like, recess indoors the early part of next week if it stays as hot as this.
Too hot. Wow.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks so much, Chief.
Yes,
A new Associated Press poll finds that nearly 6 in 10 Americans oppose the 9-year-old war in Afghanistan. This comes as President Obama sends tens of thousands more troops to the fight. Here's what else the poll says. Only 38% say they support President Obama's decision to expand the war effort. That's lower than the 46% who said they did in March. Now, only 19% believe the situation will improve in Afghanistan over the next year, while 29% think it'll get worse, and 49% say conditions will stay the same. Meanwhile, the last American brigade left Iraq yesterday, 12 days before the deadline for ending the U.S. combat there. Facebook's newest feature, Facebook Places, is stirring up privacy concerns for many of its users. Basically, it's a location feature which tells all your friends when and where you go. Now, it's also an open for business sign alerting criminals that you're not home. This feature came out just days after the dislike button scam threatened users' privacy as well, so you want to check your account privacy settings to see who can see what information.
Track it.
Now, from the AT&T Uverse studio, sponsored by AT&T Uverse.
Online, the complete review of the game and some cheats there for you. Just head to our website. Back to you.
She's up. Cure.
Very interesting. Well, it was the field of dreams for a group of local Little Leaguers, but some late inning baseball drama almost turned it into a nightmare. Sports director Jorge Vargas is up next with a look at the Little League World Series.
You're right. Okay. Got the sports open, a little VO, and out to camera 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Track it. That's my VO. Mike, cue.
Pearland, Texas is bringing our heat to the Little League World Series in Williamsport, Pennsylvania. The Big Bats were swinging hard. We'll have more on that in a moment. But first, the Astros are in Florida taking on the Marlins, and J-Happ got the start for Houston. The 6th inning, 1-0 Marlins. Dan Uggla pops a shot, basically to the moon, and it finally comes back. And when it lands, Hunter Pence can't get to it, and that scores Emma Ramirez and Emilio Bonifacio, 3-0 Marlins. From there, they go on to roll the Astros 9-zip. Okay, now to the Little League World Series. Pearland showed Texas power first inning. Blake Toller, goodbye. Solo shot, Pearland up 1-zip. How about this guy, Jake? Adios, Orlando. Hi-hi. That is gone, too. And before Minnesota said, don't you know, Pearland goes up 3-zip. And on the mound, Mason Van Noort was in control. 5 strikeouts over just 2 1/3. No-hit innings, but he was lifted in the third to limit his pitch count. So Minnesota did come roaring back, but they can't reach 10. And yes, hip, hip, Jorge Gutierrez says, adios, pie high. This one, Pearland wins it 10-8. Next up for Pearland, Connecticut.
Music. Standing by. Mike, cue.
The Texans meet the Saints in preseason action tomorrow night. Today they held their final walkthrough in the Superdome. This game is one of the most important games for players just trying to make the team. One guy who sticks out is Texans 6th-round pick Trendon Holiday. The LSU standout return man must stand out this Saturday, or simply there may not be a job for him with the Texans. In his first preseason game, he didn't impress, and Coach Kubiak says it's pretty simple. He better impress tomorrow night.
Track.
Been okay. We'll make a decision here exactly how we go.
Drafted
but,
to do.
You know, for him to make this football team, it's going to be a big push for him to be a special returner. You know, that's what he was drafted to do.
He's up, QM.
All right, Klein Collins dominated District 13 5A last year, winning all of their games. They took that momentum to the regional semifinals. Now big Garrett Greenlee is ready to lead the charge even further for the Tigers.
Track it.
It's not hard to find Garrett Greenlee in the huddle. So, I mean, to go 10-0 in
right,
district,
10 seconds.
You know,
Stand by.
It's no small feat, you know. We got to give the people what they expect to see, you know. They expect to see, like, a team that, they expect to see a 10-0 team in this district. So we're gonna give it to them.
And they're up. Cue them.
Well, I can tell you what you don't do is get in front of him in front of the refrigerator.
No.
That's what you don't do.
He's huge.
If he's ready to eat something, you just step back and say, yes, sir.
All right. Thanks so much, Jorge.
No problem.
All right. What about the weather? Hot, hot, hot?
Imagine that. It's August. It's Houston. It's hot. This weekend, the last summer vacation weekend for a lot of school kids. It's going to be near 100 both Saturday and Sunday. And it looks like those heat indexes in the afternoon, or heat indices, will be running anywhere from 110 to 115. Take it easy this weekend if you have to be outside. For the Little Leaguers from Pearland on Sunday, they're looking for mostly cloudy skies, 50% chance of showers and thunderstorms, but highs only in the upper 70s. So while we're baking down here, hopefully they're going to going to be winning betwing the raindrops.
Yeah, hopefully they'll keep that heat, right?
Yeah. They may not know how to act in the cool, though.
I know.
All right, thanks for joining us. We'll see you here tomorrow for 39 News at 9. Have a good night.
Stand by, Master. Here you go. Roll your break. Fade. Very nice. There's a slate. Stand by. There we go. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mike Q.
I'm Katisha Cosley. Here's what's making news tonight. A woman seriously injured after being mauled by a pack of dogs. For the latest on her condition and the search for the dog's owners, go to 39online.com. Join us tomorrow for 39 News at 9.
Out. Landmine. All right. Make sure you got that. And if you did, we're done.